Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Carnivores 2+. So, as you can see, Sand Hat's gone. I'm winding down for, holiday season. Although, I think this is coming out on December 31st? Somewhere around there, but I figure I try to keep the Christmas and holiday stuff more towards the holiday. Don't let it win its war in claiming more time than it really needs to. But what we're going to be doing is probably putting a new weapon to a little bit of a test, because I have not actually used the sniper rifle at all in Carnivores 2+ yet. So I'm thinking I'm going to do Manya Jungle. I'm kind of tempted to try it on the Ceratosauruses. It'd be much better to use a shotgun against them, but on the same token, if there's an opening where, they stand... you know what, maybe I'll be a little safer than sorry. I'm going to try for ones that have a little bit easier mortal zones to go after first. I don't know if I should do the Velociraptor, though, because, those guys, as long as they're from a distance, I think I could get them, but the problem is, if they get up close, that could end the hunt pretty prematurely. So maybe what I'll do is focus on just the herbivores. Let's give us a little bit of time to feel the sniper rifle out, see how it kind of performs, and how I do with it. Because one of the things about the sniper rifle in Carnivores 2+ is, I guess there's a certain coding issue that kind of happened in the base Carnivores 2, so you can easily cycle through weapons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, but when it comes to anything in 7 or 8 slots, you actually basically have to have every other weapon either unselected, or they're all out of ammo before you'll be able to get to weapon 7 or 8. Carnivores Far North, another mod that's out there, is another one that had this issue for its final sniper rifle. I'm not sure if it's because of, again, just a coding in the Carnivores 2 program, or even in Carnivores 1 it was an issue. There are certain mods that have found a way to circumvent it, but I'm not exactly sure how they've done that, but yeah, for Carnivores 2+, it does have the issue, so that's why we're just going to take the sniper rifle on its own. Everything's looking pretty good, so this will probably be our last hunt on Manya Jungle, and then we'll be moving on to Mount Ravon next week. But everything's good, so let's hop in and get to some herbivore hunting. Okay, so we're all loaded in here now, and okay, the sniper rifle, it's basically just like the base sniper rifle of the other mods or games that we've done for Carnivores as a series. So I do want to just be a bit careful. It did actually spawn us in a pretty good spot for, how the map sort of is. No, actually, man, a large way we can go through here. It's kind of tucked up back into a corner with something behind us, so I don't have to feel like I gotta watch my entire surroundings on first drop-in. It's basically anything that's going to come in is going to be from directions I can more easily keep watch of or survey. Or keep surveillance of. Can you tell it's the first recording for today? But yeah, I'll just try to go through, put the sniper rifle through a few of its paces. The sniper weapons generally all fall into being Carnivores easy mode in a way, because they are good, very accurate, have great range to them, and with mortal zones, because of that, you can just pick off dinos pretty easily with them. So it is kind of nice in a way that the sniper rifle either has to be your only option, or it's your final option. It makes you actually have to be a little bit more engaged in the Carnivores and in hunting with that restriction in place. Because I know there are plenty of times, or there have been some mods I've covered where as soon as I get one weapon that really, really performs well, and I think Mandibles was a little different, but that was one where I really liked the hole puncher rifle, I called it, because it was so accurate and you could get shots off so reliably with it. Now, Mandibles didn't actually have the mortal zones in it, so you kind of actually needed a weapon like that, because you wouldn't have a single, one-hit kill. You'd have to try to get multiple shots on a target, depending on what you were after. That actually kind of leaned into how Mandibles had a, difficulty curve to it, where the weapons were directly connected to what animals you'd be best going after it with. I think the hole puncher was basically good up to the manipulator, and then the manipulator was where you had to really step up into the heavy firearms if you wanted to take it down reliably. So that was definitely my mortal enemy of Carnivores Mandibles, was the manipulator. Okay, so we do have a parasaur somewhere out there. I'll try to watch through all the trees and see if we can get a good spot in from afar. Wind is... it's not too badly off, actually. I think there's probably going to be some distance before I'll be able to see the Parasaurolophus. So I think we should be alright for, like, trying to embark and just get a good distance shot in to start with. One thing about this map, though, is to mind that it is very hilly, so I do have to be careful how I'm approaching the crests of hills, because I could easily startle anything on the other side of them. It sounds like these next two maps, Mount Ravon and Mount Kirk? I think it's Mount Kirk, but I didn't actually check as well as I should have before we loaded in. Those ones sound like they're going to be a lot like how Manya Jungle is, where hilly, mountainous. Let me just try another call out. Okay, see, now I did not get a reply from that one. So I don't know if it's actually close enough that I startled it and it ran off, or might still be out this way somewhere. I am also getting a little used to switching out keyboards, just because the other one was getting a little too loud when I would actually try using it, so hopefully this will help reduce some of the sounds that'll come in through the recordings. Okay, so it actually sounds like it's over this way. So I guess I curved too inwards where I thought the sound, or the reply came from. And now the wind's really not in our... Yeah, the wind's directly an enemy to us, so this is definitely good. I'm trying for long-distance shooting for this go-about. Nope, just Gallimimus. Okay, I just saw the little foot... or the leg start to stroll about and wasn't sure what it was. The one thing about being kind of up in the corner of the map, too, is that it can take a little while to get into areas where the dinosaurs might have spawned as well. Because it is pretty random for how they're scattered or thrown about the map on first loading. So it could be possible that, as much as I'm in the top right, they're all very low south or even far west. See, again, no reply. It almost seems like I'm only getting replies on every second call I make out. Let's try that theory, actually. Yeah, it almost seems like it is every second... Oh. Oh, shoot, I think it's running off there. Oh, maybe not. It looked like it was getting a lot of distance away, but going back with binoculars. Okay, it's somewhere up there. I think it's just... Not actually... Oh, there it is. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now you're much more in the open. So I'm going to try to stay low just until... Ah, shoot. I'm going to try to use the sniper on it. I just want to try to wait for a very good opportunity where it's completely still. And I can get that headshot right in. I am finding a little bit. It might just be because of, again, I'm getting used to the keyboard. Sometimes when I'm trying to bring up binoculars... Nope. Well, that goes to show you how good a senses the Parasaurus can have, because that was over 300 meters out, and it picked me up trying to sneak up towards it. Okay, that one didn't work so well. Maybe we'll shift focus to try a Stegosaurus instead, while we kind of keep this way. Maybe not, as I didn't even hear a reply. Maybe I'll try for an Allosaurus, too. Jeez, I don't know if there's anything around here. I'm getting not a lot of replies coming in from, like, the calls I put out. No, we did... No, actually, I think I see the... Yeah, I do see the Chasmosaurus. Again, the wind is really not in my favor here. So what I think I'll do come on, go down. I'm going to try cutting a little bit more to the south. Try to hopefully get the wind so it's not directly blowing towards it. And then watch it for a while and see what opening I can get. Because the Chasmosaurus, you have a number of mortal zones on it. I think it has up along the spine just behind the crest. Actually, speaking of... yeah, that's him down. Spine just behind the crest. I think the underbelly has one, and the eyes also count. It might actually be one of the animals with the most mortal zones in Carnivores as a series. Because I think most of them only have one region that's usually defined as, like, the mortal zone. See, I think this is the Parasaur that I spooked off a little earlier. Maybe the sniper rifle didn't scare it off because it was far enough away. But yeah, so we got one Chasmosaurus so far. Not too bad of a start to our hunt. It did take us a little bit of time to bag our first one, but I'm hoping it'll be a little smoother now that we've gotten that out of the way. Yeah, some of the ambience sometimes still catches me a little by surprise. And just trying to look around right now, I don't really see... like, this is definitely, again, this is the northern sort of, like, inlet to the area. But there's not a lot of places for an animal to hide here. I gotta admit, I was pretty rough with those first 3 shots, but that final one managed to get, again, Mortal Zone hit just like that. One of the things about, like, the Mortal Zones 2 mods is they usually, if they include them, they crank the health of the animals up if you don't hit those spots, so it's much harder to actually get them down. It's kind of... it's like a mixed bag to me, because on the one hand, yeah, the Mortal Zones feel kind of appropriate to have, because if you shoot something in a vital organ, it's not really going to survive for long. But then you also have to have at the same token, too, where... how does it feel gameplay-wise to have that, where if you don't hit it, how does it feel to, like, try going after and getting them down? But you got lucky with that one shot as you were running. Let's see what else I've got in the roster. Mankylosaur to go, Stego to go, maybe Allosaurus to go as well. So those are the ones I haven't gotten one of yet. I think Stego is probably going to be the easiest, because it's basically the same... very easy to identify mortal zone as the Parasaur, but it's on an animal that's a lot less sensitive and a lot less skittish than the Parasaurolophus is. Of course, that also brings into the issue of just needing to find them in the first place, and on an extensive map like Manya Jungle, that can take some time. I'm sure this is probably one of the series where people would like to see longer episodes or longer hunts on, but again, I just have to keep the time limit in mind for how long my... not even the renders now, it's more the uploads. Because, like, even the simple 20-minute video for uploading because of my internet package is, like, 6 hours. So when I'm trying to keep around... ooh, is there something... oh, there was actually a Stegosaurus very close by. I'm not going to try for any shots while he was running, though. Let's let him get some distance, cool down a little bit, and then we'll try. But yeah, if I'm trying to get 2 videos up per day, that's 12 hours, basically, just to get a single day met. So I gotta try to keep a little bit of space of... not so much how much I can record, although around holiday time that also takes a little bit of a hit of how much availability I have to get the videos done. But more so... can I keep ahead of when videos are uploaded to when I schedule them to go live? Because it really is mostly recording on a week-by-week basis. This isn't like you might have some other channels who they might do, like, try to get a month in advance and keep things going like that. I kind of wish I could almost have a way to do that, because it would make it a lot easier to keep ahead of things. But there is a very good benefit to also doing this week by week. It's because I can actually interact with you guys so much more. Comments can come in for 1 week episode, and if it's not the exact next week, it's the week after. So it's very good communication back and forth between myself and anybody commenting through the videos. Oh. Didn't even I don't even know when he cut over there, but yeah, it goes to show how, like, kind of dumb the Stegosauruses can be. Like, Saurian Target has started his Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt playthrough series on YouTube. I think he just started a day or two ago. But yeah, the Stegosauruses are ones that are usually not very smart or hard to hunt at all, and I think that's carried through across all of Carnivores, really. I'm kind of feeling like going after something dangerous, so maybe we'll try the Allosaurus next. Just want to make sure, yeah, sensitivity is right for the mouse. Just wanted to make sure of that. Because if I do have the Allosaurus charging in, that's probably going to be very difficult to actually use the sniper rifle for. Because, like, the zoom, it might be hard to get a good follow-along. But we'll just make some calls out, because I still have that and the Ankylosaurus to try for. Or, by its calls, the depressed goat. Oh yeah, the Ankylosaur, it's basically just hard because of trying to get that underbelly shot. It's not like, well, going back Dinosaur Hunt as an example, I think you're able to have weapons punch through the back armor of them so that you can get, like, the lungs or heart to put him down more easily there. Here, though, you've got to get the underbelly for that easy down. Otherwise, you are going to pump a lot of shots into it. And no real signs of anything there. And nothing back from the Allosaurus, so it might even just be a bit of a case of going to have to wander around for a while to see. This hunt's probably not going to give us, like, a lot of points to see, like, really advance and go through stuff, but it is still a good chance to test out the sniper rifle, see how it performs. And again, it does kind of take a... Oh, hello, there's something big out there, isn't there? Yeah, a Chasmosaurus. I wonder if one of the reasons my keyboard's having a few problems is because this is an older wireless keyboard, so maybe it only has so many inputs you can put in at a time. There we go. Yeah, Chasmosaur... Well, I'd probably say underneath the Stegosaur for, like, the easiest one to go for. Those multiple mortal zones and the fact that it almost seems like there's always one that you could try going for makes them such an easy animal to put down. That's our second Chasmosaurus. Yeah, no replies from that Allo call. What about an Ankylosaur to try to, again, round out our roster? No, there is nothing around here. Yeah, there... I was expecting maybe something, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Actually, now that I'm running into maybe, like, too many inputs at once... Oh, maybe not. Or maybe there is, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll have to just get more familiar with the keyboard with that. I was thinking... Pray for the Gods, with that series I've started, I've run into a little bit of, like, input problems. I'm wondering maybe it's more the key... Oh! Another Chasmosaurus. I mean... Okay, it did just go down the hill a bit. Again, the wind's not really in a good spot for me if I try to call it in towards us here. I'll have to see with Pray for the Gods. Maybe it has been the case of... it's more my end with the hardware problems and how the inputs are for that series. It is one I am going to watch and see how it does on the channel, but I think it's also going to be one of my guilty pleasures, because I do really enjoy the concept of it. It's just how it might go into practice and how it actually plays might be a little iffier. But this is probably going to be like how my Wintermute, or the Long Dark Wintermute series was, where it's less so to try to get views with it, and more so I just want to play the game, and while I'm doing that, let's also show you guys what it's like to be played too. I saw moving over there for a moment. Okay, it definitely seems like there's only so many like keys that can be pushed at one time using this wireless one. If they... Oh, yeah, you did go over there. Okay, thought I had seen movement. Yes, I'll have to really monitor that as I'm trying to play a few games. If it does become... Oh. Okay, yeah, so he picked us up by wind and ran off. That's why. I had a feeling the wind was going to play a bit of a nuisance for that. But yeah, I might have to go back to another keyboard and see. There might even be a setting I can... Oh, actually... Might have gone... Oh, yeah, not as far gone as I thought. Although, can make some pretty sharp turns considering how it just, like, vanishes at times. So yeah, that's all technical stuff. It came up while I was playing, so I figured I'd talk a little bit about that, but let's see if I can follow in as to where this might be. I don't want to go standing up because I feel like that's going to give us away very quickly, and we'll probably use this one as our last one we'll get for... Or hopefully the last one we'll get this episode. Okay, so I don't think it turned back this way. I feel like it might have actually kept going either down this slope here, or it ran off more that... Oh, I guess that's northwest-ish. These guys are I don't think they really get aggressive towards you unless you are pretty close, like, proximity-wise, to provoke them. For the most part, I think they pick you up from such a distance away that they kind of are more likely to run off, or you have to, like, shoot them and miss the mortal zone. Gosh, I don't know where he got off to now. I thought we would have seen him somewhere along here. Shoot. So he was actually along the coast, just hidden a little bit further back than I was expecting. But we might be able to still get him. Like, the one shot that you can see the bit of blood isn't going to be anywhere near enough on him. Carnivores doesn't have the wound system like more modern hunting games do, so... Although it might be possible he won't be able to get too far. Because it does look like that, like the rock wall or the ledge there just runs all the way along the coast for a while. So he might be somewhere in these lowlands a bit more, and with the wind being a bit more in our favor, it might be easier to try to just quickly wrap this up and get this last Chasmosaurus. Unless the terrain is, like, level enough or not too steep, I don't think even the dinosaurs can get up a little ledge like that, or up or down. Because there was... How many weeks ago was it now? 3, maybe? We were going after Ceratosaurus, and it looked like it should have been able to get down a spot, it just couldn't. And I think even one of our times in Manya Jungle, where, like, it wasn't just last week, it might have been 2 weeks ago, it looked like the Allosaurus should have been able to get to us relatively easily. But did not turn out to be the case for it. Oh, did it actually find a way up? It sounds like it came right from up on top of the ledge there. It is possible that maybe it, like, looped and turned and found a way to climb that. Because I haven't seen any more, like, little bits of blood from it either. But then this also throws in the problem of, can I climb up that? And even if I can, then I have to be cautious of how close it might be too. Oh, well, we definitely got blood. So maybe I can actually use this to find my way up and out of this area. So it did basically go and get... I went and basically followed right along this, so maybe he didn't act... Yeah, this is a bit interesting. So maybe that was actually a different Chasmosaur I heard. I'll just try to see where these go off to. Yeah, that might have actually been an entirely different animal. Because, like, the blood stain, or the blood tracks here, are definitely not leading that direction that it seemed like the call came from. So let me just keep low, and I'll try seeing just another minute or... Again, I try to keep the time limit, and I'm well blown past it. At least Fridays, I'm easing down to, again, just the one episode per day for now. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of tricky to keep tabs on. At least if I follow along the blood trail, and that will stick around for a little while, I might be able to hone in a bit more to where it's gotten. That said, I think the blood trail literally just evaporated on us. It seems like it almost goes entirely at once instead of, like... Okay, well, it sounds like it's up here. So it might just be straight ahead down the hill here. Let's see. Nothing coming up right now. I'm thinking it's actually right down in this little gully here. It's like we can hear the scraping, we can hear some munching. There's you done, but is there another one? Oh, maybe it's just a Moz Chops. There, with that, we'll head back to the menu and end a bit of a successful finale for Manya Jungle. Okay, so we're back in the hunt menu here, and yeah, we'll go to Mount Ravan next week and probably switch things up a little bit for... I'm definitely going to need the Rex and Sniper Rifle combo, so I'll probably look for something more, maybe like... maybe shot or double barrel rifle and something else. We'll see next week, or if you guys have suggestions, be sure to leave them in the comments. But for now, we'll wrap this episode of Carnivores 2 Plus right here. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave in comments right down below. Until I do catch you in the next video, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.